Good afternoon and welcome to the Humidor Report. Justin here from Beaumont's very own Cigar Club. Today we're talking about a brand that actually has been around the store now for a month or so, but frankly, y'all keep buying so much of it that I've been trying to wait until I have everything on the table to put into the video. Well, I still don't have everything that we're carrying to put in the video, but today we are finally going to talk about a brand I have been super excited about, and based on the way you guys and gals have been shopping it, y'all are pretty hip on it too. We're talking about Gran Habano cigars. Now, talk about the history of Gran Habano. It's headed up to these days by a guy named Guillermo Rico. But the story goes back to George's great-grandfather, who first started growing dark tobacco in Colombia. I believe it was in 1920. His son followed suit as far as growing tobacco goes, but it was now the grandson, who is Guillermo Rico, George's father. So Guillermo and George teamed up and they built a cigar factory back in, I want to say it was 1998. And about 5 years after they got the factory built, the Gran Habano brand was born. Now, we've got a few different offerings from them here. Again, some of the ones we carry we don't have on the shelf right now, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown on at least what we have here on the table. First up is going to be one of their classic blends. This is the Corojo number 5. We've got a Corojo wrapper on that, and I believe the blend was Colombian, Peruvian, and Nicaraguan tobaccos. One of the fuller body offerings that they do, but one of their classics, tried and true, part of their core line. Really, probably the first Gran Habano cigar I ever encountered was that Corojo number 5. And while we're talking about Corojo, I have to talk about what has been the most exciting thing for me from this brand. The sample that I smoked from a rep that got me so excited about this brand that we finally brought the brand in. And we're talking about the Gran Habano 20th Anniversary Edition. These guys here on the back of the table, this thing has just knocked me out. It's been one of the most exciting cigars to me personally. One thing I can say is if you're a fan of, say, Iroa Corojo, and if you've heard me talk about that, nobody's Corojo really tastes like Iroa's, except this one. This is a really, really great cigar. It's got very much that Iroa Corojo flavor, a little sweet, a little floral to kind of balance it out and make it kind of interesting. But what a neat brand. One I've really, really enjoyed. You guys seem to be really hip on it too, because we even have trouble keeping these guys in stock. What we have on the 20th is a Jalapa. The Jalapa Valley in Nicaragua is where they grow this Corojo wrapper. It is a shade-grown Corojo wrapper. We've got a Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan and Costa Rican tobacco in the filler. Now we also have the blue and gold. Really, really tasty Connecticut. You know, hard for me to get excited about a lot of Connecticut's these days, but we really think this guy has been fantastic. You've got Nicaraguan and Costa Rican blend on that, Nicaraguan binder, and I believe it is a U.S.-grown Connecticut shade wrapper on the blue and green. Great cigar. Very good Connecticut there. Zulu series, there's 2 offerings here. There is a Habano wrapper. There is a Connecticut wrapper, all Nicaraguan underneath on both of those. It is a limited edition line, was originally created by George, the youngest of the group, created by George as part of his private collection, as he states it. But it is limited. I don't know how long it's going to last. Limited edition artwork made just for these boxes from a Colombian artist. I cannot remember the name, Mazza, something like that. It was a neat little one-name name for that artist. That's Zulu. Persian King, that's been wild for us. We are currently out of the Persian King Raja. We're out of the Persian Queen. Neither one of them are here, but we do have this Persian King Mod 60. I've even maybe described this as a somewhat over-engineered cigar, and I don't know how well this will show in the video, but it tells you that there are 2 different ways that you can cut and light this cigar. You can cut this side and light this side, or you can cut this side and light this side, and depending on which side you choose, it's supposed to give you a different type of smoking experience. Never seen a cigar that you could choose which side that you cut, light, and smoke from, but this guy is it. It's a big 6x60 Perfecto, $8.99 a stick. So I think for the price and just for the quality of it, people are grabbing handfuls of these things that are walking off the shelves. The Queen Bee is actually a barber pulled relative to the King Bee here. The Queen Bee's got a barber pulled, a Nicaraguan Corojo and Ecuadorian Connecticut wrappers on that, and all Nicaraguan all the way through. This one, the Mod 60 that we talked about, that's got Ecuadorian Connecticut and that Nicaraguan Corojo as well. It's just not barber pulled like it is on the Queen Bee. You've got your Connecticut's on the ends, and you've got that Corojo wrapper kind of on the middle there. And I do believe that's all of them that we have in stock right now. We're out of Black Dahlia. We're out of Corojo Maduro number 5, which has just been an absolute rock star over here. So we will have some of those things back and plenty more to come from this brand. We're super excited to have Gran Habano in the store. We want to thank George Rico personally. He's been really cool to us as we got this process started to help make this happen in ways that we could get this product in here, get it on the shelf, start putting it in y'all's hands. So big thank you to George, to our rep Joey, and to everybody else that makes Gran Habano a cigar worth smoking. We're happy to have them here, so come get them and try them today. That's going to wrap us up for this week's edition of the Humidor Report. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so by now, so you can stay hip and happening on what's happening here at Cigar Club. I'm Justin. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week, and until then, we'll see you at the club.